Good morning. So we are getting the day going. We've got Mr. Evan over here getting ready for his first day, and he's getting ready for everything and getting the eggs going. Got his first day at Legacy. Mr. Memphis, but gonna walk all the way to the bus stop and get today going. Alright guys, morning. It's typically how the day gets going, in the dark, and it's not always dark at this time of the year. It is, and the lighting's terrible for this video, so I apologize about the lighting, but just what's going on. Very cloudy day, and Ollie walks to the bus stop in the morning, so I'm gonna go catch up with him, have my coffee. I also get like a little walk. The bus stop is a little bit of a walk, but I like to kind of get out and get moving. Coffee. I start waking up about, I'm up before, but I mentally start waking up. I got a call coming up. I'm doing a free mentorship call this morning. So invited a few, like a small group. So I'm gonna go do that, drive some value. First thing in the morning. Got a really busy day. So I'm gonna get the caffeine going. Got my Black Rifle cup. Shout out to Black Rifle. Really cool company. Let's go see what Ollie's doing. You ready for school?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. What are you gonna do today?
I want to play soccer and spend time with my friends.
You gonna play soccer and spend time with your friends?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Hey guys, so the bus gets here for Ollie about 7:15 or so. So he's out here. I come out here with them because there's no one else out here. There's no other kids. So Rachel's gonna take the other two to school. It's Evan's first day. It's Ollie's second day back after the holiday, right? So we're gonna work on getting my voice back here because I gotta talk a lot today. All right, Ollie is safely on the bus, so now we're gonna go check out the other kids, make sure they got what they need, make sure they got their supplies. They all go to different schools. Well, Evan just started going to the same school Kinsey goes to, and Ollie goes to a separate school, so we've gotta make sure we get them all where they gotta go. Oh. Good morning. How are you?
I'm tall. I'm big and strong.
Big and strong?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Why'd you put the bandages on your knees? It's just a new vibe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just went so fast and I just fall down.
Okay.
And I got hurt. I need a bandage.
You were running fast and you fell down, you got hurt, need a bandage?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna get another coffee, okay? You wanna come with me?
No.
No?
I need to go potty.
You go pee?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to do more mobility. I ask guys that are 10 years older than me, I'm like, if you had any, talk to yourself. I'm turning 40 in 2026. And like, if you had I'm like, if you had any advice for you turning 40, what would it be? And they're like, more mobility. I already feel like I'm tightening up with my activity level. Showered, kind of did the first part of the day. Showered, had a little bit of downtime, so getting some food in me. I need to have some fruit. So I had a banana and a bowl of yogurt with berries, organic berries for breakfast. And I gotta start thinking about lunch. I'm about to be back to back. So it might be, even though I hate doing it, might be door dashing some lunch before I get into my calls, because it'll just be 3 hours of calls and then it'll be 3 o'clock and I won't have eaten lunch. I can't do the no. If I'm gonna fast, I'm good, but it'll be a fasting day. That's what we're doing. Your body responds very differently to like if you eat when you get going and then you decide to fast. So that is what we're doing today. Got about 40 minutes till my next call. So I'm gonna be journaling, kind of going through to make sure that I'm focused for the day, make sure that I had a good day yesterday and didn't get distracted. And I know my media team needs a couple things from me, so I'm gonna get on that. So a little stretching, a little work, a little journal, straight into calls. Telling everyone here that we're gonna have a few folks hopping on, maybe like 5 or so. I keep it pretty private. Hi everybody, I'm Drew, the founder, co-founder with my wife Rachel. A quick 20-second thing about us is we own salons. We're salon owners. They operate themselves now. We got 5 kids and we've built a little media company, and I do all of our marketing, all the production, the podcast, any ad you've ever seen around BYOB, photo, media, like I do all that. My wife is the cool one. I'm like the Wizard of Oz in the background. So I launch brands, I connect with people. This is not a high pressure discussion here. I think we'll kind of get into the hair extension space. I'll get to know a little bit about y'all. It sounds crazy, but whatever the goal is, like we Google Maps it, so I got girls driving an extra 300 grand. Salon owners are making an extra 300 grand just off of their product per year. So I've launched about 215 brands. I've talked to 5,000 salon owners. We own SalonCon. We do all these things, but I've been able to see the difference, between A and B. This all started at our locations. We pushed our one location to like 2.8 million, and we had another one doing 1.6 million, and that's cool. It was a lot of business, a lot of people, a big team, and it got kind of turbulent, Build your own brand started taking off, and our salon is really operating itself. Like we're really never even there at the $2.2 million run rate every year. Having the hair on hand is a big part of that. So the brand development process, there's like Aqua, Bellamy, I can go on and name 20 other brands. They're all owned by the same conglomeration. Their goal is to make as much profit as possible, which is great. However, their goal is not to drive profit for the salon owner, that's what Rachel and I do. We're not a hair brand. I'm not here to just sell hair. You see a drop in quality and a rise in prices because that's just what they have to do. That's where that game goes, right? Losing clients to high, we see a lot of salons losing clients to high prices because of what they're moving, or not selling to, or they're not selling to other stylists, which is a huge marketplace. Like that's the B2B. Now you don't have to do that, However, when you have a B2C operation, like you're only going to do so much in that location. And how this happens is when you launch your own line, other salon owners will come in to you. You'll just draw them in because you have a brand and they don't, right? So they're going to come and ask you, hey, I saw some stuff online. I see you have 30 colors and textures and everything like that. Like, do you guys carry clip-ins or do you guys carry keratin? And you do. So they come in and they start buying from you. So they're spending $2-3 grand every time they buy from you, and they keep buying from you, right? And salon owners, you don't have to share any of that money with your clients and your team, right? Because that's really difficult. No one really understands how challenging it is to split 40 to 50% of a dollar with your team, because you're left with a little bit to go and pay taxes, toilet paper, everything. Hey, wanted to make an honest, real video, nothing fancy, no fancy edits, and just talk to you about what we have seen through North America with businesses looking to build like success. And we see a lot of success, and I see just a huge amount of folks who cannot get the needle to move for them, their business, their families. They're stuck in this perpetual recurring cycle of not being fulfilled. And what I mean by that is they just don't have the skills to build the life that they want. So we're going to talk about how to build the skills to have the life that you want. And it is all skills. It's all in doing, the doing of the thing. You hear this be, do, have, that is everywhere. It's out there and it's talked about, and you have different variations of that. But the be happens when you do stuff, because you have to be a certain way to do things, and you receive by doing. So there's really just do. You have to do. And there is a tremendous amount to do. There's so much that needs to be done, yet people can't even begin to start taking actions that they need to take to put this together. And it pains me, because I will talk to someone who is just on the precipice of changing their life, but they can't make a move. They can't take an action. I want to start doing media, but they don't do a video. They just don't do it. They think about it, and they use a lot of reasons and circumstances and situations, and what they're doing is using language to describe as to why they haven't taken any action. So you see this big shift in the world where people are getting more successful and people are really becoming impoverished, and they're just not doing certain things that they need to do, and they end up just scrolling on social media because it can satiate you, and you just build more unhappiness by not getting out there. So I want to make content on this channel to show you guys behind the scenes on what we're doing, to show you what we're doing, how we're doing it, the reason why we've been able to get to where we're at, the challenges of getting to where we've gotten, because there is more to do. Even when you do a lot, even when you do an obscene amount of effort to get to this level, and we are a baby fish. There is, as we build our companies to our goal is a 9-figure operation, there are 9 and 10-figure operations that I see that I'm like, what the heck? But really they have just done more than we have done. They have put things together in a particular sequence, and they have solved more problems. They have overcome more challenges. They have been around longer, because the longer you're around, the more you do. It all comes back to this doing, and it is hard when we help people launch businesses and build it, and oftentimes they're not ready. They think they're ready, and they talk about building this business and doing these things, but at the end of the day, they're just not. They can't get up. I guess it's the courage, to take the risk, to step outside of their traditional box that they're in, to go put something out there that's good and that's great, and that is them, and putting their money where their mouth is, so to say. But instead of putting our money where our mouth is, because when you do business, it's money. We move money to make money. That's the whole game. If it was potato chips, it would be potato chips. But we, as humans, have decided the currency is money, and that's what the whole creation of it was for. So you got to get out there. You got to play the game. So you got to play the game. You got to put it on the line, and you have to be okay with failure, because you're not going to get it right the first time. You're going to get it right when you get it right. I was going to say the 10th time, the 20th time, who knows? Could be the 1,000th time. You see story after story after story after story of people starting later in life and still making it. People starting companies in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even early 70s, as I've read, and still building something special. So it's not too late for you to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, all you got to do is reach out there and take it and grab it. So many people will never do this. So many people will put their head in the sand and come up with a reason or circumstance why they can't get their business or have the life that they want, or really have the home that they really desire, or go travel the world, or be able to go help with nonprofits. We do all these things, and I don't say that bragging to you. I say that sharing to you as a guy whose credit card got declined as a single dad trying to get groceries for his son. And that was 6 years ago, right? I'm talking to you in my front yard. We got 3 acres out here. The house is over there. We'll do that in another video and kind of show you that. But it's through the doing. And man, have I made mistakes, and am I perfect? No way. No. But you gotta get out there and put yourself out there to get eyeballs on you and create valuable stuff for people. Like, that's all I'm doing here. I'm just trying to create something valuable. I ain't selling nothing. This is just out there. This is just someone who has come from very, very little. I want to say nothing. Everyone comes from something. Even if you're born in a tent, you had a tent, right? So a very modest home. Money was tight. We've done the food stamp thing. I've been broke many times. Rachel's done the food stamp thing, which is my wife. You know, and we're putting something together. We have an event that we have coming up. Depending on when you see this, we own an event company, not an event company, but we do an event called SalonCon. It's really just a business event. This isn't to market that event. It's got its own marketing, but it is a tremendous. We're meeting every day on this event. We're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into this event, and it is scary, y'all. It is scary, and we've done 12 events. Every time, it's scary. So there is the fallacy of like one day I'll arrive and I'll be done. That's not real. Your challenges get harder, especially when there's a demand for what you do. Especially when you build a product and then a bunch of people want it, and you got to go put the money out, and you got to have your money in order. You got to have your math in and your number in to make sure that you can go acquire the raw materials to produce the products that everyone wants. So no longer is it like, oh, I need to make some money. You still need to make a lot more money now. Right, so you got to get over the fact that maybe money's your thing, or maybe you're not confident in what you're doing. You know, confidence comes from reps. Why would you be good at what you're looking to do if you haven't done it yet? Right? If you're uncomfortable on camera, or if you want to start that business, or you want to take your business that's doing $5,000 a month to $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month business operates differently than a $5,000 a month business. And so on. $1 million a month business is a very different business than a $100,000 a month business. So you've got to get out there, and business is a spiritual game. You're out there looking to help people, create value for humans. You're taking your being, your spirit, your soul, your body, and you're going out there and creating things that impact other humans in a real way. And you really got to do that. You can't fake that. You know, so if you're faking, there's a lot of fake stuff out there. And there's a lot of beastification if you see on like YouTube, and that's great. That'll always do well, you know. But I think a raw conversation, a real authentic conversation, business owner to business owner, parent to parent, guy to guy, guy to gal, whoever's watching this. We got 5 kids. It's crazy. My wife is picking up the kids now. I got a call coming up, but I wanted to come out here and make a video for you, as I too get frustrated when we're going to push things forward, and sometimes they don't want to go forward, but you got to be someone who makes things move when they weren't going to happen, regardless of what you did. You got involved, you came into the equation, and you made it happen. Because of you, things moved. Be that person. That person is a very, very powerful, very influential, a very impactful human being. You know, I think what we're all looking for is fulfillment, and fulfillment comes on the back of impact. And to get impact, you need confidence. To get confidence, you got to build those reps. And to get those reps, you got to get out there and start doing. So go do what you got to do. I hope you like this video. I'm going to make more of these. Very simple, very easy to make, low production. But I hope you found some value in this. I know I certainly feel good about this and making more stuff like this for you guys. So love more, live more, make your best better. See you later.